Hey everybody, welcome to Frugal Facts. Today we're going to go over the top 10 things poor people waste money on. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the most amazing savings tips I've ever seen. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so we can help you with savings tips regularly. Now let's get straight into the video. People spend money on different things depending on their income. For example, rich people may spend their money on investments and healthy diets, while poor people mostly use their income to foot the bills and buy food. The common ground is that both the rich and the poor waste money on things. The separation is that both groups waste money on different things. In this video, we're going to look at how poor people waste their money. Without further ado, here are 10 things poor people waste their money on. Number 10. Smoking. We've all seen the "smoking is harmful to your health" slogans on cigarette packs. Statistics have shown that an estimated 1.3 billion people worldwide are smokers, with the vice being responsible for 5 million deaths globally in a year. According to the National Institutes of Health, 80% of all smokers come from middle and lower socioeconomic areas. An average smoker smokes about 14 cigarettes per day. A pack of cigarettes has about 20 sticks and goes for $6.28. In a month, they spend $188, which is $2,260 in a year. How much money is wasted in 10 years? We'll leave you to do the math. To cope with the stresses of life and poverty, most poor people turn to vices that give them instant gratification, but sadly, these vices usually become addictive, causing them to spend money that they don't have to feed their habit, which causes more harm to their bodies as well as finances. Number 9. Miracle weight loss diets. Nothing is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. No, we're not calling you stupid, and no, we didn't quote that. The great Martin Luther King Jr. did, and he was right. You've most likely come across videos or websites that promise to help you lose weight in 30 days without working out or changing your diet. All it takes to shed you some massive gut fat are some capsules that work wonders. Losing massive weight fast requires massive amounts of money because those tablets don't come cheap. The capsules also aren't going to work on their own, so you still need to work out. Poor people waste money on these capsules hoping for a miracle, but the miraculous tablets, besides eating up their hard-earned cash, also come with a ton of side effects such as abdominal cramps, loss of control of bowel movement, leaking oily poop, and so forth. Letting money work for you should come with positive changes and not more suffering. How about you don't spend any money at all and go the old-fashioned way of losing weight by eating right and exercising? Number 8. Impulse purchases. Shopping has many times been associated with improving your mood. Poor people are mostly unhappy with their situation, and more often than not, they tend to seek happiness in material things. For example, you go to a shoe store to buy some sneakers for your weekend wear. But at the back of your mind, you recall a conversation you had with your friend about some new Nike Go Fly Ease sneakers he bought. They are very cool, and the battle rages within you on whether to buy the $50 shoes you had originally budgeted for or dive in and go for the new, cool Nikes. Your inner self wins and you cough up a cool $120. That is a $70 impulse buy. After a few weeks, the excitement is gone and you're $70 poorer. That is a poor man's thought process. Spending more than double your budget is not the way to go through life. You need to put your priorities first before anything else, because when you fail to cater to the things that matter, you won't have the means to continue living. Number 7. Credit cards. Credit cards are like fuel guzzlers. They gobble up your cash mercilessly. In a world where, ironically, being rich is actually cheaper than being poor, people from low-income groups pay more for credit cards than the rich do. One reason is that most poor people can't afford to pay the large credit card amounts, so they settle for paying the minimum. For instance, if you pay a minimum of $25 at an interest of 21%, you find that the interest you're paying is more than the actual payment. It takes you longer to complete your payments because banks calculate credit card interests daily. This makes your money theirs, which makes your life theirs, as you can never truly be free until your debt is repaid. The secret to staying debt-free is spending the money you can afford. If you want to buy something, ask yourself if you need it. If you can live without it, it is not a necessity. Don't max out your credit card only to be left with crippling debts. If you owe the bank, make sure to pay it on time. Remember, a late fee for a single payment can amount to up to $29, and you could take that to the bank. Number 6. The newest technology. The iPhone 13 Pro is set to be released later this year. Some of us are already thinking of how we'll ditch our 12 Pros for the newest model. It is frustrating to see someone buying a gadget they can't afford, with this trend being more popular with the millennials. Technology keeps changing, and people who are strapped for cash have to look for ways to keep up with it, such as new phones with better, more advanced features. But when you think about it, there isn't really much of a difference between one phone to another. And just because you have money in the bank does not mean that you can switch your still working phone for the latest iPhone, or the 43-inch flat screen to buy the 55-inch curved screen. The money in your account could be your rent money, and spending it on something other than what you had planned for is a poor financial decision. Prioritization is important if you wish to live a debt-free life. Number 5. Junk foods. Most poor people believe that they can't buy healthy food because it's expensive, but the opposite is true. Walk into a fast food restaurant and you'll find that you spend more on junk than on healthy food. Picture this. At Walmart, a pound of carrots sells for 82 cents, tomatoes for $1.48, and a bunch of kale is 88 cents, and beans are $1.48. All those foods total $4.66. A mouth-watering Big Mac combo meal goes for $5.99. Making rice and the Walmart foods you just bought is a healthier, cheaper choice. The Big Mac is more enjoyable because, let's be honest, who doesn't like greasy food? But it is more expensive and also edges you closer to a heart attack. The myth that junk food is cheaper than healthy food is just a poor excuse people use to justify laziness. Rich people don't care about junk foods. They care about eating healthy, keeping fit, and living longer. Spending a little bit more time in the kitchen will help you eat healthily and keep lifestyle diseases at bay. Number 4. Gambling. According to the business research company, the market for global gambling is estimated to reach nearly $565 billion by 2022, as the annual growth rate reaches 5.9%. Studies have shown that people in low socioeconomic groups tend to gamble and play more lottery tickets than those in the upper classes. What poor people do by gambling is buy the hope that their dream to become millionaires may come true sooner rather than later. And this hope causes them to risk what little money they have left, chasing the big winnings that they would hope would set them free from financial misery. But winning isn't that easy, so they keep playing and increasing the stakes for bigger rewards. And the casinos throw breadcrumbs to keep them thirsty enough to come back. Gambling to chase that elusive fortune is an illusion, and the truth of the matter is, it rarely ever happens. The only money they win is the small amounts that motivate them to come back and spend more. There is a Chinese proverb that says, if you must play, decide upon 3 things at the start: the rules of the game, the stakes, and the quitting time. Number 3. In-app purchases. Playing online games helps us to pass time, eliminate boredom, and sharpen our brains. But some games have purchases that you have to make to continue playing the game. For example, Candy Crush is a world-popular game and almost everyone at one time or another has played it. It has free and premium options, and if you choose the premium ones, you have to part with a certain amount of money to buy lives or gold bars. This is money wasted because the game you're playing doesn't give you any return on your investment. If you spend $10 every week for a month, you'll have lost $40 that you could have put towards other essential purchases such as gas or groceries. That being said, some of these games can also be addictive if they're not played in moderation, which costs you time that you can use to do something productive that earns you money. Number 2. Going clubbing. It is healthy to go out once in a while and get your swerve on, but if you spend more money on fun than you do on essential things, you need to rethink your priorities. Picture this scenario. It's Friday night, and you've just cashed your weekly paycheck. Your friends ask you to meet them at the local club to catch up. You're dancing, taking shots, and buying drinks for everyone at your table. The following morning, with a killer hangover, you check your balance and gasp. $0. You realize you just blew away a week's wages in one night, which brought you nothing but misery, and you have to go back to that dead-end job for another week and make the same low wages. The question is, was the night worth it? And if the answer is a resounding no, here's what you need to do. Ditch your friends. A good friend doesn't lead you down the rabbit hole. He has your back and lets you know when it's time to quit. Set your priorities straight. Quit pretending to be someone you're not. You woke up early for a whole week so that you can earn money to spend in one night? You don't have to burn through your credit card for your night out to be fun. You can do free activities such as skating, biking, or other activities that don't involve getting wasted and losing all your money. Most people think that having a night of crazy fun will help them forget the misery they're going through, but it just compounds the pile of stress they already have. Setting financial priorities helps them ease their money stress, which helps them stay healthier and sharper. Number 1. Fortune tellers. Fortune tellers and psychics promise you heaven. They swear with all that's in your pocket that a financial windfall is coming, and they even mention particular months. They lay out your lucky numbers and ask you to play at exactly midnight to win. That successful better half will sweep you off your feet with love, and untold wealth is on the horizon. And all for a small fee of $50. Poor people want to excel in life. They want financial freedom, and they think, what's $50 compared to hundreds of thousands of dollars? If the windfall they expected doesn't come as soon as the psychic had said it would, they go back. And as we all know, there are no free sessions with the clairvoyants. So there you have it. What meaningless things have you wasted your money on? And how did it help you set your priorities straight? Please comment in the section below and let us know what you think. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of saving tips and much more. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of saving money tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.